I can fly to any country without having a pound. You know how? Because of how I've dealt with people over the years. If I should pick my phone up right now in any country and call anyone who I know and said, I would like to come and see you guys, my ticket would be booked before I leave out your studio. And they would be at the airport 2 hours or an hour before I reach in that country. And when I go there, they wouldn't want me to spend a pound. But yet still, they can't see that vision. Because they think you have to have the money in your pocket at all times. Say if you don't have £1 billion, you can't travel the world. It's rubbish. It's about how you live with people and what you're willing to do and how God bless you and what people is willing to do for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Koh-versations with myself, Francis Koh. Yet again, we have another exciting show ahead. I've got the main man himself, Mr. Bobbi Legend. 1, beatmaker. 2, producer. 3, builder. 4, amazing father. 5, exceptionally wonderful human being.
Oh, that's
Mr. Bobbi Legend.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Hey, everything that he just said to me, I have to put it all back to him because he's all of that as well. I can't even lie.
1, I can't make no beats.
Thanks for having
2,
me.
I can't produce.
You make beats, but different kinds.
I like that.
Heartbeats. Heartbeats. Good producer. I've seen his productions. Very well done.
So, Bobby, 2 years.
I know.
Been waiting for 2 years on this one.
I know.
But thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, Francis.
I want to jump right into it.
Talk to me.
I want to, we met, what, two and a half years ago?
Yeah.
From the jump, it was just beautiful, amazing. Yeah. The first ever meeting, you hit me with a hefty bill.
Oh.
That was a hefty bill.
I thought you wanted me to go a little bit steeper still.
Like, yeah. Because I got you. I'm like, huh? But ever since then, the energy's been beautiful. And we kind of like believe in the same thing. You know, helping others and seeing the best of us become great.
Definitely.
What's your view at the moment on how and where we are as a society?
Well, as a society, we don't really have much play in society. We're like the offspring, you can call us. I feel like we're more like the offspring of society where we don't really have the voice we're supposed to have as a people towards society. So that's a little bit of setback. But from a God point of view, not from a God, from God Almighty himself, because there's only one God, regardless what we might think. From his point of view, we are on top of the chain because we are working towards his goal in his presence, in his time, because he controls everything. So, yeah, that's our society is towards the creator of all things and all one. We're talking about the galaxy, not just the earth, you know what I mean? So yeah, on top of that, yeah, we're on top of that.
Yeah, you're a God-fearing man.
Definitely.
And you believe in that. But the most famous and most sold book in the world throughout history is the Bible.
Definitely.
But yet is the one book that is spoken about least amongst popular culture, so to say. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people don't speak out on their blessings, on the Almighty upstairs? Why is it frowned? Why is it not cool to talk about God?
It's not cool because it's not the in thing. According to how they view things in this society, in this world, people go with trend. And people seem to believe that they can trend God when they feel like it. It doesn't really work. So if God ain't what they see in front of them right now in their views, they don't want to endorse that. So they kind of brush it to the side, leave it. If we get a next Moses coming around doing certain things, everybody's saying, yeah, let's tweet God. He's on top now. 'Cause Moses is in London, and he's just working miracles every day. We see it with our own eyes. So people kind of sidestep from being spiritual beings and just be flesh. So that's the biggest problem is flesh.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that.
As in, people idolize flesh and forget that flesh is just a part of the transportation for the main thing, which is spirit. So that's the problem we've got now worldwide. The biggest problem.
What is the first step in order for us to connect with our spiritual side?
Acknowledging who you are and who created you.
It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know, but some people would say, if God really is there, why is there so much pain? Why is there so much, suffering? How do you counteract that?
That's why God is there. You don't need to counteract it because God built off of pain. The more pain you endure, you realize there has to be a God, because there's no way a man in flesh by himself could consume all that pain. So whether they believe it or not, by going through that pain, they have to come to a realization there has to be a God, because they couldn't consume all that terror on their own. So we just fool ourselves at times.
That is, yeah. So, as the sayings to take one step towards me, I take 5 or 6 steps towards you.
Definitely.
So I feel that we're not alone, because sometimes I say this loads of times. You can meet someone, you just get on like, I like this person,
Straight
and you
over.
can meet someone, he's like, I don't like this person, and that goes beyond flesh.
Yes,
That's
way
the
beyond.
spirit. That's the energy that I don't take. That's powerful. You as a father.
Yeah.
Amazing father, I must add.
Thank you very much,
I
sir.
must add.
I do my best.
You do more than your best.
Thank you very much.
You hands-on,
Definitely.
and you're not too strict, but you are super strict.
Definitely.
And you know what's important for them, even though they don't realize. But you also you're a cool dad.
Of course.
Because when I
on.
when I first met them, I'm like, I was analyzing like, how's it work? It's so strict, but they're so calm. And how important is it, do you think? I mean, we know it's important. How important is it? Do you think fathers need to be in their kids' lives?
Well, it's so important. It's like having a secondary God in your life. Put it that level, because God put us to be a father, to be like his father. So therefore, we need to do footsteps. So we're a lower level of his existence. Therefore, we have to travel in the same pathway as a dad, that he gave you that opportunity. Because it's not everybody can have a child. I know people who is billionaire who is telling me, I can't have a child, I've been trying. They haven't been blessed with a child. So therefore, that's where we are with it. You know what I mean? So you need to be that godlike behind the children and press on the same footstep. Don't try and make your own path. Follow the path that's already created for us, and then endorse it. You know what I mean? And become a part of the tree, like you got up there. Be a branch instead of trying to be the whole tree.
Small steps.
Yeah, small
Because these kids, they're sponges. They observe.
Yeah.
They see
Everything.
They see, which you're very good at that. So, where do you think we're going wrong in not raising our kids the right way and being role models?
We're not paying attention to them as we're supposed to, and we're leaving them to the web. Now, if people should check and see what web is really, realistically, break it down to a spider or an ant or whatever. Web is the thing what they make to trap their food. Now, if you allow your children to be absorbed and to be raised by the internet and not being there in present being in flesh and spirit, then the spider is gonna do the job. But before the spider can do the job, you have to get them caught in the web. And then it's either they get eaten or they become a part of the web. You know what I mean? So it's about being there physically and spiritually for them and letting them know that you've got the support that they need to go forward with you, because you need the same support as them. And just support them as they support you and show them that you're there for them and listen to them sometimes. Because they're small and they got opinions. And not everything that we say, because we are adults, we know everything. You can learn from a baby, can give you some sight that you've never seen, and you're thinking, that baby's only, what, 5 years old? How can this baby tell a big grown man, 30-something, 40-something years old, what to do, how to do? But they might have an insight on that thing that you don't. So it's good to listen sometimes. And it's just as important as sharing your views. Listening is very important.
Yeah, because a lot of adults, we suffer from that.
Yeah.
We don't listen to our kids.
Definitely.
I know best, especially with stress, with the everyday life that we go to. So I also believe in order for me to be good by you, I must be good by myself.
Definitely.
How can, we're talking about being a great father. We know a lot of men, black men, for that matter, even all races, but mostly black, we lost.
Definitely.
Like we are we don't know who we are, we don't know our history, we don't even know what we like, we don't even know what we want. And you deal with a lot of black men on a daily basis through your jobs. What advice would you give out there for them to find themselves?
Think about what you need to think about and make certain it's the right thing you're thinking about. Put the right things first, all times. And stay in the front of the job that you was chose to do and recognize that's your position and try and play it the best you can.
How do you identify that? How do I identify the job that was meant for me to do?
By looking around you and see what has been placed in your position. Identify everything around you that's been placed in your position, and then you start thinking, okay, I've got all of this place in my position. Now, what is my job with all of this position? Do I sit and look at this every day? Do I try and make it bigger? Do I break it apart and throw it away? So you got options. Like me, I can put my hand up like this. It's a fist. I'll ask somebody, what is this? They'll tell me it's a hand. Somebody might say it's a fist. Somebody might say, I can see your fingers. But if I start doing signs, all of a sudden it's not a hand anymore. All different kind of signs. It's the same hand. I haven't moved. I haven't added anything to it. It's the same one. I'm just motion. I'm moving it in motions. So by creating motions and effect in what you have already have, you can ascend with it and you can descend with it. But you must go back to the guide. What we get. A human being is got a manual. Nobody wants to use it. There was a point when I didn't even know what my body was made up of. I thought I was in control. You know what I mean? And I wasn't in control. And if you should probably ask a man, oh, what is this? What is that? What is this? What is this? This is your vehicle. And he doesn't know he needs to put shoes on so his tire don't get rubbed out. He needs water inside because his petrol is low, or he needs some food or whatever. So it's about what you do with it.
Wow. Your body is your vehicle.
Yeah, it's your vehicle.
And a lot of us don't know how to use the vehicle.
Don't know how to use the vehicle. And we're not interested in learning about the manual and your own vehicle.
That's crazy you say that, because everyone wants success.
Yeah.
But they're not willing to do the things that it takes to be successful.
Definitely.
And I believe one of the fundamental things you can do in order to attain any form of success at any higher level is looking after your vehicle.
Definitely.
And that is your body. Because without your body, you know, research was done years ago. I think they asked about something 100 millionaires on a deathbed while they're about to pass. And they said, what's the one thing you regret, you wish you did more? None of them said money. All of them said, I wish I spent more time with the family. I did things that really made my health better. I wouldn't be here. But it's crazy how we abuse our body.
Yeah, we do.
But yet we're expecting to be the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why can't we get it?
It's greed. It goes back to greed.
Heart of a man never changes.
It's greed. Some people, not all men. Most say, I would say, I'm being realistic. I'm not no judge because I'm not God. But what I can see, I would say 70% of the men in this whole world, I'm not going to say the galaxy because I haven't been to any other planets yet. As far as...
I like you said yet.
Yet. You know what I mean? It's about identifying it and know what it is. It's just greed. Everybody wants to have more than what they can consume at all times until it goes rot. And they won't, even when they're getting it so much, when they could share it with somebody who is on the loss, they refuse because they think that person, I might give him just a little bit and he might be above me. So I'm not giving him anything. I keep everything till it rots and turn back to dirt. When somebody could have get it, I actually made gold out of it and give you back some. Like you doing now to me. You know what I mean? Like you gave me an input. I come, me and you, and do a project together. And then now I'm sitting on your set because it manifests this way. And you chose the right way to make it manifest. It never had to be this way. It could have been the other way where I'm not sitting here now in this chair speaking to you. But because of your mindset, and you're not greedy to consume everything for yourself and pile it up till you're rotten, you decide, open the doors, share this with people worldwide where they can get some nourishment out of it and change somebody's life somewhere in the world. And that's a good thing. So yeah, that's what we need.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you because every
Yeah,
time
we
we
need more
speak,
people like you.
No, we need more people like you.
Thank you.
And actually, as a matter of fact, no, I'm gonna take that statement back. We got more people like you.
Yeah.
But the problem is, we're not making them cool. We're not, because I'll give an example. If this conversation right now, a good conversation, or any other good conversation, it doesn't go viral. But let's see two men fighting,
It
no matter
does go
what.
viral, you know.
Not as much though.
No, let me tell you what happened. I'm going to be very honest with you.
Please.
It goes viral. But it goes back to the system that control what you see go viral.
Okay.
So even if we should do this show right now and it goes to 1 billion views in a day, they will break that billion down to 100. Reason being, this is not what they want to portray. I've had cases where I'm selling songs and people is buying songs, people that I know and people that I don't know. And the numbers of people who played my song, who I know personally, does not add up to my views. So it shows you, if they think this is not what we want to promote, and everybody is jumping on it and viewing this thing, to break your confidence down, or at least try to stop you from pursuing in that lane, they'll make you feel like you're not getting anywhere by devaluing your views, which they can't really in God's eye, but in man's eye, when they look at the numbers, they said he's not doing the numbers. It's not true. I can fly to any country without having a pound. You know how? Because of how I've dealt with people over the years. If I should pick my phone up right now in any country and call anyone who I know and said, I would like to come and see you guys. My ticket would be booked before I leave out your studio. And they would be at the airport 2 hours or an hour before I reach in that country. And when I go there, they wouldn't want me to spend a pound. But yet still, they can't see that vision. Because they think you have to have the money in your pocket at all times. Say if you don't have £1 billion, you can't travel the world. It's rubbish. It's about how you live with people and what you're willing to do and how God bless you and what people is willing to do for you. It doesn't matter if they highlight. Views is just a highlight of what they think. It's not reality of your life or my life or anybody's life in particular.
Yeah, that's that. I believe that. That's
Yeah,
powerful.
it happens.
That is powerful.
I've seen it and proved it.
Talk about music. What does music mean to you?
Music mean everything. Music is my first girlfriend.
He said it. I don't want to get in trouble on this one. That's on you.
Music is my first girlfriend. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? Music. When I started doing music, I used to knock them little paint pan.
Yeah.
First, I start off as a drummer.
Yep.
Paint pan, washing pan. When they finish back home in Jamaica, I'd put them all out, get 2 sticks. I've got the little pan, the big pan, medium size. I've got the aluminum pan. I've got the plastic pan. I've got the whole drum set. Yeah. And then I would just go and pile up everything around me and I would start knocking my drums, making my beats, going on, enjoying myself. And no matter how I feel like I'm not going to have a good day or I just get slapped for doing something I wasn't meant to do or they just slap me because they wanted to. That would take me away and give me the freedom of love by me hearing them sounds combining together and I'm making words to it. And it used to give me the greatest feelings. It was like next to God to me growing up.
Your imagination be wild.
Yeah, it was
You're in your
nice.
own world.
And even now, it still take me to that level. Cause when I'm stressed out, I could just make a record about it. And after I listen back the record, it's like I've just spoke to a therapist. You know what I mean? So yeah, music is everything to me. Music is like my life. You know what I mean? I love it. I can't deny it. I've tried not to do it. When they block ball.
Because every year you always put it off.
Huh?
Every year you always put it off.
Yeah, I always put it off. Always put it off because of the system. The system makes it and I have to put it off because whatever I get throughout the years and say I'm going to do some serious music, they always find a way to let me use that little income and whatever they want me to use it on. I don't know how they do it. They must be doing magic. But they always send me back to the drawing board and for me to go do something else that I'm not really interested in, but I have to. I have to make ends meet because, I like I said, I'm a dad and I've got responsibilities, I've got bills. So therefore, if the music ain't giving me what I want, I won't stick around and just stay there all day, all night doing it. You know what I mean? And another thing about me, I won't take the money that they're giving me to do the music that I don't want to do. So I think that's one of my biggest downfall in music because I've turned down major deals because I had to be somebody else. As in, I can't talk about reality. I have to be a fiction artist. Therefore, I have to do as I'm told.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that, knowing that you turned out big opportunities just so you can be you?
I laugh, man. I'm happy.
No, I asked that because a lot of people can't even comprehend making that decision.
Yeah, I can, you know why? Because God showed me that I don't have to do music, although it's my love, to survive. He's given me numerous trades and talents. So he showed me...
Numerous is an understatement.
What would we call it?
Is there anything you can't do?
Well, I can't be God. I think that's about it.
But they say that we are God.
We're not God. We're not God. We are a part of God.
So that makes you God.
It makes you godlike
It's still God.
to an extent.
It's still God.
No, but you see, a thing when you have an extent on it is like saying, okay, I'm gonna go buy. Like my son wanted a wheelie bike.
Yeah.
He don't want no other bike.
Just a wheelie bike.
He wants a wheelie bike. So there is things that wheelie bike can do that BMX won't do. That's us to God.
Yes.
God is limitless. We always have a limit at some point. God has no limit. There is no ending. There is no cap. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's why I said I am who I am. You know what I mean? Whatever he says, that's it. And it doesn't matter if he said it a billion years ago and we present today, 2022. The facts remain. That's it.
We can't change that.
We can't change it. So, yeah. I'm happy being a branch.
Hey, listen, I take to that. I'm happy just being a little stem.
Yeah.
Whatever
I'll be
it
a
is.
leaf, although sometimes it fall off. But, sometimes it turns into seeds, so you
That's
never
true.
know.
Being who you are, what makes you happy?
My family makes me happy, good friends, knowing who I am, knowing that there's a God and I'm going to always involve him in all my decisions and I'm going to always put him in front of all of my decisions. So no matter what decision I'm going to make, if I put it in front of him and ask him, should I do this or should I not do this? Whatever he tells me in my own way to do, that's what I'm going to do. So it's about, for me, what makes me happy is not being in control at all times. It's about sitting back in the passenger seat sometimes and just make God just drive for me. It's the most happiest moment because it's the most less stress moment of my life. Every time I try and hold the wheel and pretend like I'm in control at all times, my life becomes much more difficult, much more harder. Everything becomes much more blurry. When I put him first and said, show me the way, do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that? And let him drive, I get a better ride.
You see the way you speak of the higher power with such conviction, such belief,
Yeah.
and you know it's true. Other people see that and say, what is he talking about? I want that. Where do they start? Where's the starting point?
Start being kind to yourself and others.
What does that look like?
Giving, caring, sharing, not just always taking.
It sounds so simple. Me and you, we know it's simple.
Yeah.
But why can't it be done everywhere?
Greed.
It goes back in full circle, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
greed.
Stop being greedy. Just give.
Give something. It doesn't have to be an object. It can be just, how are you? Good morning. It's simple. All this thing what everybody makes to be this big charade, so difficult, you have to do this, you have to be this, you have to be that. It's all secondary. Just give something. Somebody moving a little way. You see somebody picking up something is too heavy. You're in a nice suit. You're thinking, my suit is too nice. I don't want to lift it up. But it probably won't even going to touch your suit. Only thing you needed to do was just put a hand and just do that and put it in the back of the car. I've done it a million times over. And you might think, oh, that was nothing. But it's a big thing because that person would have been struggling with it. They probably break that thing. It's probably something breakable as well. You don't know what it is. But by you didn't even put your hand on it just to ease the weight. And you could have. You have made a decision not to. You could have changed somebody's life there and then. And it's about changing people's lives in a positive way. That's the key.
I always say that as well. Do what makes you happy,
Yeah.
providing you're not bringing no harm to others. I think that's the
That's the
key.
key.
Going back to music,
Yeah.
Revolution Time. I heard that album over and over again, in numerous of times, and he was giving back to the world.
Always.
What frame of mind was you in?
I was in, when I done Revolution Time, I was actually under pressure. I was getting phone calls in the studio. Why this, why that, all this stuff. And I just decided I'm going to do something positive. I don't want to hear all this stuff. And that song, I actually made that song one take. I didn't even wrote that song. I'm not even going to lie to you. I never sat down with no pen and nothing and wrote that song. The beat was quarter way up. It was just little bits, sticks here and there, here and there. I heard it and my brain was getting so stressed and I was getting worked up and I started absorbing all the negativity that I was getting off of the telephone. And as soon as I put down the phone, I became as calm as a lamb. And I just heard the song in my head, everything. The melodies, it's revolution time, wake up mankind. I could hear the song, the harmonies, I could see the video, I could see everything. And I just done the song. And apparently that song was done like probably about 8 months before the first case of coronavirus, and it was released on the first week before the first case of any coronavirus. You know what I mean? So giving back, like I said to you, is always something that I want to do and enjoy doing. And it's in my blood, it's in my mind, it's in my thoughts, it's in my being. It's just a part of me, you know what I mean? And I always do that. It doesn't matter where in the world I am, I always try and do something towards that area of life.
Because talking about when you was getting the phone calls with to make the album, the one thing about you that's beautiful and frustrating at the same time is you move on your own time.
Yeah, definitely.
And like, Bobby, I need this. Can you please? Nah, Francis, it's not the right time. Bobby, I need this, Bobby. Nah, trust me, Francis. God showed me this energy. Don't worry, it didn't happen today. It was meant to be. Bobby, you said that last week. Like, Bobby, I can't move. This is done. Kuna man.
Cooler man. Cooler man.
How? Because you are right. You know, I believe people shouldn't move unless they want to do something, because then the energy's off.
Yeah.
And that's what you believe in. That's your energy frequency.
Definitely.
How do you counteract that? Because everyone else is not on the same frequency as you. They just want everything done. I want you here. And I seen how your phone rings. I seen how your phone rings. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ring this gentleman and he doesn't pick up,
Sometimes
he's busy. But you cool.
Yeah, I'm always cool.
But you've created in such a way where people have no choice but to wait, because they know if they go elsewhere, the results won't be as great.
No, I'm still gonna have to go correct something. Cause I you know what I mean. I don't like doing the same thing over and over. I like putting something in place and make certain I've done it with all the goodness from my heart, and I will left all of my heart inside of that to make certain it's what I would have wanted for myself. So therefore, you cannot get a half-hearted, half-done thing from me, because I don't know how to work for money. I've tried to work for money. Like, I've seen guys that I know tell me, oh yeah, if you gave them £100 to do £100 job, they'll do £100 job. I don't know how to do that. I just know that this has to be the best. when when I finish with it. That's what I know. So it's my downfall and it's my uprising at the same time. Because some of the time some people is not willing to go that length with you. And they'll tell you, oh, XYZ, why don't you just do this, why don't you just do that? And as soon as I hear that, not in your case, but in a lot of cases, I just decided I don't want to do that. Because I want to leave my 100. I don't know how to do 50. I have to do it where no matter who comes to look at it, they have to know there's no way they can make it better. Unless they're going for God Almighty can make it better. That's it.
But he doesn't do physical.
No, not much. He does, but through us.
Yeah.
Through us.
At this point, what you've done, all that you've achieved, any regrets?
No. No regrets.
If you was to change one thing, would there be any?
No. You know why? Every hardship I've faced made me what I am. And enough people believe failure is a thing of disgrace. Failure makes you strong. Failure makes you want to try again.
Providing you learn from it.
It makes you want to try again, whether you learn or you don't learn.
No, some people just give up.
That's their business. It's supposed to make you. That's why you failed. When you're doing an exam inside a school growing up, and you go home and tell them, look, I got C's. They're not saying you'll never be able to get a B or an A. So we're not talking about the people and what doesn't want to win. Because them kind of people will always be there. It's no point focus on them because they're always going to be on a negative tip. We're talking about people who wants to excel. When you fail, it's a great thing for you because it makes you push and want to jump the hurdle even more. Usain Bolt never just get up at Jamaica and just run past everybody overnight.
He trains.
And I'm sure he failed. Loads of times, enough man run past him and he thought he would have never been that fast, but he trained. He never had to train. Why do you think he trained? Because he wanted to be the fastest. So it's about, like you said, what you do after you fail. If you fail and you stop, you wanted to fail. If you fail and you carry on, you didn't want to fail. So that's the importance of it.
Yeah. So let's finish off with this. There's a kid out there, or a fully grown adult out there, who wants to become the best version of themselves. And they're going through life not sure, seeking God, seeking this. Everything they touch doesn't turn to God, to gold. Every turn they make is wrong. What advice would you give them?
Take chances. Keep touching. It might turn to gold one day. Don't stop touching. Whatever you touching that you believe in, that you touching it and it's not turning to gold. And that's what your mind is setting and your heart is setting. Because anything that your heart is setting, it makes you do it with less pressure. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. One day it will turn into gold.
When you said don't stop, what does it take to carry on? Because for some people, I start to say this, for some people, if it doesn't make sense, if they can't see the finish line, they give up. What do they need to do to just keep going? Because that is a skill in itself.
No, first of all, you need, to keep going, you need a body and a spirit, and you've got one. Yeah? The only time you have to chill out is when you lose the body. Okay? So once you got the body, the spirit, the mind will activate in whatever quest you are on. Whether it's negative or positive, I'm not trying to make people do negative things. But whatever your mind is on, once you've got the body and the spirit with it, it will manifest. You just can't stop. You only stop when there is nothing left inside of the body and the body is under the ground.
You just can't stop.
You can't stop.
You can't. Do you as a person, you didn't grow up in the UK, grew up back home in Jamaica. Do you attribute some of that for being who you are today? Because you experienced hardship back there. Do you attribute for who you are today based on having a different childhood back home? And you brought that experience here as well? Because I believe men from the UK who were born in the UK have a different outlook from men who are not born in the UK and came to the UK.
It's by choice. Doesn't matter where you're born. It's about where you want to go and what you believe in. You could born in this country and you could have a total... Not everybody in this country have the same vision. Not everybody in my country have the same vision. I've grew up with loads of children and youths that don't have the same vision as me. I've come here and still don't see people have the same vision. Not everyone has the same vision. So it's about what you want. What do you want? Number one, you need to identify what you want out of life. That's the key. And then you need to find out what you need to get it. And after you find out what you need to get it, you need to find out, is this what I want to do to get it? Or is this not what I want to do? And when you identify, do you want to do this to get it, or you don't want to do this, you find out, okay, whether you decide I want to or you don't want to. If you don't want to, then you decide, okay, I don't want to, but what do I need to do if I don't want to? And if you want, you say, what do I need to do if I want? So it's about coming to a serious decision point in your life where you need to make serious choices. And then the rest of it is like a puzzle. When you get a puzzle, it's not all fixed up. Or if you fixed up, you need to mash it up to see how well you do making it back. So that's how it is.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't have the patience to do that puzzle, and I think that's one thing we need, because we're in a rush to nowhere, and everything that we need, everything that we seek is within us.
Definitely.
You know, yeah, no. So Bobbi, thank you
sir.
for coming. So how are we gonna finish
Thanks
it off
for
now? Oh,
having
not
me.
yet. No, you're not getting with that light, huh? So how are we gonna finish it off? Is that's your camera. Close it however you want to close it. Say whatever you want to say. Sing. Write something, just look up a little bit, yeah.
Be true to yourself. Be true to your friends. Be true to everything, even the plant. Yeah, listen, you can achieve anything you want to achieve, but you must want to achieve it by heart. And the best achievement you can get is when you want to do achievement where love is the key. You can achieve under 8, but I'm sorry to say you'll fail eventually, even if you're a trillionaire. And that's real talk. And if you don't believe me, try it and be a trillionaire. I'll watch you fall. Enough love and peace. Thanks, Francis, for having me here and the whole crew. I've been waiting for a long time, and the time is finally here. And all I can say, have a cup of tea and be yourself. Enough love.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. If a man can find happiness from just playing sticks on drums and pots and pans, imagine what you can do. Stay true to yourself, find a meaningful life, and if all fails, just trust in the Almighty upstairs. Remember, it's not you alone here. Don't let your life be led by the physical. There's also a spiritual. Tap in within yourself.
Praise God.
And find greatness. Till next time, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love, peace, and happiness. Yes, yes, yes. So Bobbi, oh my brother, thank you.
Cheers, man.